need to pick by at this point in time.
I don't. I think picking it now is decent. Just taking it because you never know what Mr. Quadro will play. Ooh, interesting. Instead, going for the Jinx, hovering the Ari, baiting them to take it. I still think.
Does Nick Howard play Ari though?
Not quite. He's more of a conventional mage player.
Okay.
See what picks come out as second rotation. Yep, there's his favorite Graves. Aethervom is a very lovable Graves player, and he'll be up against Baby Scooter. Yes, for those just tuning in, Justice is being called a Baby Scooter for the rest of the series.
For what reason?
A donation request.
Okay.
So, Baby Scooter on Jinx and A3Vum is on Graves. It'll be a early game goes to Graves, and late game goes to Jinx. I really think that it's going to be Euthanasia going for that late game again. And it is Baby Scooter's loves his Jinx. It's one of his most played champions.
Yeah.
And the Leona pick up for Hold My Stones, not the usual Thresh, but this is something they played in the upper bracket of the semifinals. Is Sejuani, Leona, Graves. This might be the exact same composition if they keep going. It's a very scary pickup.
I think you gotta go.
Yeah, I would pick. I'd take a cleanse, or I'd take Morgana's banned. So I don't know, something with some disengage.
Yeah, they need maybe an Annie. Actually, wouldn't be bad.
Yeah, as Frayed Lol is saying in chat, it is one of the strongest bot lane compositions at the moment. Leona Graves.
Yes.
Just that level 6 all in, well, even level 2. I mean, oh, there's the Janna. I do like the Janna pickup here. They need some disengage, and then the Ari pickup. That's a lot of kill pressure mid post 6.
And they got the counter pick top, so whatever crazy thing.
They will get the counter pick top against Mr. Quadra, and I really like them leaving last pick to top lane. I personally would like to see a Maokai out of Euthanasia, but leaving it open for Sunarotica to this point, if they pick it, that's a scary team composition with a very big front line.
Yeah.
And Mr. Quadra does play conventional picks like the Maokai, so I wouldn't be surprised to see him on it. Or he could play as Zergod again. I know chat would love to see the Urgod top.
We could always have a Malzahar top.
Long pick time up. We might see a LeBlanc.
Oh, LeBlanc, Olaf.
Olaf is one of Mr. Quadra's favorite top laners, and LeBlanc, Nick Halden is not really known for his assassins. He's more known for his conventional mage play. So it'll be interesting to see how he does. LeBlanc Ari is a matchup we see a lot nowadays in professional play. It'll be interesting to see who comes out ahead. But post 6, I really think it's into Ari Vi's hands. But whoever gets ahead will definitely snowball that. And then come. I mean, there's not much CC on the side right now besides maybe a Vi ult and the Monsoon and Charm. Out of Euthanasia, and I mean, so Olaf regardless will run over, but I really like Sunarotica's combo. Oh, and a Lissandra top lane. I don't know about that against the Olaf. I do like that for pick potential. That'll be really strong come mid-game for taking picks. So we definitely have a pick comp out of Euthanasia, not a Sunarotica. We do have a
and I really think that Mr. Quadra deserves to have a Miley Cyrus Olaf skin, because last game he came in like the Wrecking Ball. And he just wrecked everything. That's Olaf. So this will be a really interesting game. It's one of his stronger champions. I think he's done messing around with things like Aatrox. So we should see this interesting game.
Yep.
Who are you going to give the advantage to here, John?
Advantage, I'd say it depends if Euthanasia can play their comp. Granted, Hold My Stones has had excellent vision control, but if they can take advantage of vision, I think Euthanasia can do that. And on the side of Sunarotica's side, I love their team fight. I really love their team fight. It's really strong, but I like the pick potential. If Vi can get Ari going mid and Lissandra pre Olaf 6 top. I really think that they could get a pretty good early game lead. And I think that Vi also needs to go bot lane around the level 6 of Graves Leona, because I feel like Sejuani will be down there at that time, and it'll be a pretty scary fight. And we'll see a lot of action out of this game.
I mean, you have to note that the Graves Leona power spike comes at level 2 and level 6, so yeah, she definitely needs to be there to counter that at level 6. Because at that point, I don't know if they could deal with it if she hits the Zenith Blade, so...
I've also just been notified that so far we have raised $180 for Camp Kesem. Just a little fact for you guys: it takes $250 to send one kid to camp. So if we raise $70 more, as Ryan with Camp Kesem has been saying in chat, we will send one kid for a full week.
Come on, guys.
To answer some of the questions in chat, the Janna, I think, is just for disengage. If you can do a good tornado, you do stop the Zenith Blade. But I do think that the Thresh pickup would have been better, in my opinion as well.
I also agree. I think the Thresh pickup would have been better. But
and yes, they also do have a really strong level 3. I don't know, but I do like. I mean, yes, Graves has got the stronger level 3 power spike, and the joke around the block is always the Lucian level 2 power spike.
Yeah. Well, this will be a very interesting game, and we'll put someone in a commanding place in this series. So we'll definitely see who wins and takes the lead in the series. But I do like Euthanasia sticking with more of the same. So yeah, we'll definitely have to see that.
As we wait 45 more seconds for them to get into game. I'm excited to see how this will play out. Once again, it is 1-1 on the score line.
And I want to see how this Lissandra pick works out for Euthanasia.
I think it was a pretty good pick. Granted, that prevents them from having a pretty big front line, which they are pretty tanky on the side of Sunarotica. So I think if they get to late game, it's Sunarotica's game.
Yeah.
And Euthanasia, if they can get early game picks and snowball a pretty good lead, and Ari can hit some good charms, I think that they can take it. But we'll find out here in a sec as we go into game.
And here we go. Game 3. Sunarotica, Euthanasia. Who can win this match? Only time will tell, John, and it's going to be an excellent game. So we have Roloff back.
Yep, the Broloff is back.
He did some pretty heavy hazing last time. I wonder if they're going to let him get away with that again. Did you know at the Season 3 World Championships that they actually had Krog spears?
Nice little interesting fun fact. Right, we're just waiting on Nick Halden to get into load. Pretty much.
Well, let's see if Nick can re-earn his place back in the team here. I still don't know why they subbed him out, but it didn't seem to work for him. So,
I just didn't like the Xerath pick in general. It just didn't fit with their team comp.
What would you have picked versus Ari?
Versus Ari Zed, they had Vi Zed, just all in the Ari level 6.
Just Ramrodder.
and then the roam. They did a lot of team fighting bot lane, and the Zed Vi would have been just really strong. Even Alessandra, something with lockdown. I personally like to take, if Zed's banned or if there's not much. I mean, granted, they'd have to take the Corki if they were going to focus on magic damage. Even though Malzahar is not in the best place right now, I do like the Malzahar for the lockdown. Stuff like that. But we are into game.
And here we go, guys. Game 3. What's going to happen?
There we go. So we wait for them to load onto the rift. That was interesting. Jump forward to...
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
I apologize for that phone call. I could not choose. Anyway, so we have a standard level 1 starts. Yep. No one's getting too ballsy this game.
There we go.
Looks like they're just, it's an interesting adaptation from Euthanasia. They're actually way in the bush to see if
This is
invade.
It's a little bit different because both games it has been top side than bottom side, but they completely did the opposite this game.
Yeah, so it's a very good adaptation by Euthanasia, and they might just get stronger as the series goes on. But on that merit, it's also a great adaptation by Sooner Erotica because they're just going to go invade this blue, and they might go take it.
We see a recall.
As Olaf, he's going to go top.
Yep. They are heading back bot. We might see a fight. Oh, they're going to catch out the Vi.
Yes, they are.
Oh, but I don't think Ari knows. Oh, I mean, the block knows. Yep, there we go.
And they're saying, no, we're not going to give up a spool buff this easily. So they're going to force him off to red.
This will actually be good. They'll get there on time.
And this bottom lane, I think, is where we need to focus. But it's an interesting matchup on both sides. So.
Well, it's just if when Graves and Leona just get to level 2 and level 3, it's gonna be scary. Level 3 even more than level 2, but it all depends on if Janna can hit some good tornadoes.
Yeah, John Tornado is going to be paramount to keep Leona off of them if she were to hit a Xanath Blade. Because at that point, Graves is just going to be doing work.
Yep.
And Vi is jungling faster in Sejuani, and we have seen both junglers liking that early level 3 game on the top
yes,
lane.
Vi is a much better like early jungler than Sejuani. Sejuani takes some time, then she'll hit a power spike in the late game. Not as fast at early clear. But Lissandra is pushing, so it'll be harder for Vi to gank unless she does a lane gank. I expect her to probably just, power farm her way to 6 and then just gank mid.
Yeah. Well, how has the recent Lissandra nerf affected her?
I mean, it affects her burst damage and her, wave clear, but she's still just, in regards to team fights, she still brings a lot with her ultimate.
Okay. Well, that's a good thing to know.
We'll also get to... I found Sejuani to some damage.
And she also has that Scuttle Crab, so I mean, top lane might be in the red zone right now, and this might be dangerous up there. We have the early push bottom lane though, and there's level 3 from Leona Graves, and they have a lot of minions.
Oh yeah.
They're gonna start zoning into this Jinx. And Adam is a very good Graves player. We've seen that in the past games, so let's see how much of an impact he can have in this game.
That was a good charm.